Good afternoon, Miss.
Hi Carolina, good afternoon. Please give me one moment. I'm going live. As you remember, all these calls have to be recorded. Just give me 1 minute, please.
Okay, Miss.
All right, great. Let me share my screen. How are you doing? You're doing great. Okay, so let me check really quick, Carolina, what call is the one that we're having today. Should be the third one, no?
Yes, Miss.
All right. Okay, so today we're going to see task number 2. Okay. Okay. So a quick review. The speaking structure is divided in 4 different type of tasks. Last couple of weeks we practiced the independent type of call, which is the one that asks about your opinion. Today we're going to take a look to the second one. It's the second, the third, and the fourth are called integrated because they're going to rely on some information that you are going to either read and listen, or in the case of question number 4, just listen. Okay, so let's take a look to an example. Mientras voy lanzando el ejercicio, could you please read the instruction?
Sure. Question type task 2. You will now read a short passage and then listen a conversation on the topic. You will then be asked a question about them. After you read the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak.
Excellent. Yes. All right. So let me show the exercise. So question number 2. Oh, sorry. But we already see in question number 2. Now you remember. So we basically have to find out about this new change. We call it a change, but it could be like a new thing that is going on in the campus, no? So we have a passage. In the passage, we have to take some notes about this new thing, that it could be about anything, food, buses, presentations, or scholarships, anything, no? And there we have to find this new change, new thing that is going on, and 2 details related to that, no? However, in the audio, we're going to listen to those two students talking about this supposed change, and one of them is going to be agreeing or disagreeing with the change, no? And we have to pay attention to why they're agreeing or disagreeing with this change. All right, so let me share my screen. Just wanted to make sure that you haven't seen this topic. This one talks about menu, a cafeteria menu. Have you seen this one?
Yeah, I think we already seen in one of the classes.
During the class, all right, great. So let's find another one. But it's always the same, okay? I just want to leave that very clear. Task number 2 always talks about this new thing or change in the campus, always, okay? And you're always going to read a passage, and then you're going to listen a conversation of 2 students discussing this new thing that is going on in the campus. All right, this one is about advertisement? No?
No, we
have.
don't see. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look to this one. Okay. Read the instruction, please, and then you will have 45 seconds to read this passage.
Okay, Miss. Miss, I have a question. I have to prepare the answer according to the speaking task number 2, right? I mean the university on top of that accordingly.
Yes.
That? Okay.
The university, exactly. Yes.
Okay.
But that will be at the end, no? After you read and you listen the conversation. Now we base our response based on this.
Okay.
Okay. So read the first part, please. This one, though, which is more. Thank you.
Okay. The campus radio station is considering a change to its programming. Read an article and I think we already did that.
As well? This one is about advertisement in the radio station.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We already do.
Okay, great. Did. Past tense. No? Did. All right. Okay, next. Okay. I think this one is going to be about menu, if I'm not wrong. See, yes, this one is about menu. Have we seen this one? No, right? Okay, awesome. So, well, you can read the instruction again, please.
Okay. The university will be making changes to one of its campus dining areas. You will have 45 seconds to read the university's announcement about the changes. Begin reading now.
Excellent. All right. Now you will have 45 seconds to read. Okay? Remember, take some notes, find the change, and at least 2 details related to this thing. All right? Start, please. Okay, time's up. Okay, so did you find the change that is going on in the campus?
Yes, Miss.
And 2 details, at least 2 details, no? As minimum. All right, great. Now, let's listen to the conversation. Oh, sorry. Okay, now pay attention if the students agree or disagree, and then try to understand what they are mentioning about this, if they're agreeing or disagreeing with these changes, and take some notes. Okay, ready? Okay, great.
Now, listen to 2 students discussing the announcement.
Did you hear about the new food court on South Campus?
Yeah, man, it's too bad they're getting rid of the cafeteria.
What? Why? Won't it be good to have a few more options?
I don't know. I don't feel like this really gives us more choices. The cafeteria already had dishes from other countries. They had vegetarian options and customizable sandwiches, too. It's not like the quality of this new food court's ingredients is going to be much better than what we had. I'll bet it's all from the same source, even.
You think? I mean, yeah, if they don't even change their supplier, the offerings probably won't be all that different.
Exactly. Just pricier.
Wait, why is that?
Oh, the cafeteria was all you can eat. You'd get as much food as you wanted for a flat price. But at a food court, you've got to order individual meals. That ends up costing more.
You've always liked to load up a big plate, huh?
You've got that right. If I have to buy 4 meals every day, it's going to be hard on my wallet.
The man expresses his opinion about the change described in the article. Briefly summarize the change, then state his opinion about the change and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion.
All right. So now, as you mentioned, now we have to use a template for the speech, whatever you want to call it, to get ready. Okay? So now,
Okay, Miss.
as it mentioned, you have 30 seconds to prepare your response. Okay? And times. All right, time's up. So now you have 60 seconds to prepare your response. All right, do you have the template?
Yeah.
All right. So let me show you the timer. Whenever you're ready, I'll run the time. Okay?
Okay. Well, the university is going to include more areas to eat in the fall semester. On top of that, the areas that the university will include will have more options of meals for the students. Accordingly, the students will be able to order some vegetarian meals and international food. The student does not advocate with that idea. Firstly, he said that the university already have vegetarian options and international food due to the fact that he thinks that if the university add more restaurants, cafes, and convenience stores, will be more expensive. In addition, they think it's not necessary. For that, he is not agree with that idea.
Great job. You did a very, very good job. The whole information was very clear. The pronunciation was great. You use the template, which is what is advice, no? That you basically just fill in the spaces, which was very good done. The only thing that I will suggest you is maybe try to speak a little bit faster. Obviously, when with the reading, we have more information to speak here, no? Because we're taking notes, no? And we kind of like we feel maybe more secure or maybe more comfortable. However, in the second part, I feel like in the second reason why the student wasn't agreeing with this, you didn't give much information, no? Just like a short, very small detail here. And here you basically wrap the idea up. No, that's why they doesn't agree with this, which is fine. If you don't have too much time, it's good. You did good. No, but try to remember a little bit more of the details mentioned in the conversation. But you did a very, very good job, Carolina. Great job.
Thank you, Miss.
I don't know if you have any questions.
I think it's all clear.
Excellent. All right. So I'll try to remember that we already did the first three. But next week we're going to practice one more exercise for the task number 2, and then we're going to work on task number 3. Okay? So that
Okay.
will be Carolina. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Una
Miss.
cosita que te quiero decir en castellano rápido. En alguna oportunidad, si puedes y si ves que el espacio está medio libre, puedes reservar 2 si deseas. Puedes reservar 2 llamadas porque son 8 llamadas, pero el curso solo dura 6, ¿no es cierto? Entonces, para que al final no estemos así, porque todos al final no quieren todas sus llamadas y no nos va a dar el tiempo. Entonces, si tú ves que hay algún espacio y tienes tiempo, puedes reservar 2 y seguidito, por favor.
Okay, Miss. Thank you,
Thank
Miss.
you very much. Bye, Carolina.
Goodbye, Miss.
Bye bye. Hi, Fabiola. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hi. Okay, let me check really quick, please. What number of call is this one? Fabiola. Villarreal. This will be our second one, no?
Yes.
All right. So let me write this here. Awesome. Okay, so today we will have to practice one more time task number 2. Oh, task number 1, I'm sorry. So let me share my screen. I'm going to share the template, okay?
Okay.
You can also open it if you feel like it. All right, I think it's already open. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, it's right there. So, a quick review, no? Remember, we can get 3 different types of questions in task number 1. If I'm not wrong, last class we practiced this one, no? Do you prefer to study at home or in the library? Am I correct? Or we practice agree or disagree? Do you remember?
It was the first one.
Okay, agree or disagree. Okay, great. Do you mean at this one or this one?
The disagree and agree or disagree.
All right, great. All right, so we're not going to practice that anymore. We're going to jump to the second one. So, depending of just a real quick, no? Depending on what type of question do you get, agree or disagree, prefer, or it's a good idea, we use the template to start the response, no? We're going to take a look to, do you prefer? So in that case, take a look to the template. Which of the sentences will you use to respond this type of question? Do you prefer between this or that? I agree, I think it is better, or I think it's a great or terrible idea.
I think it is better.
Excellent, yes. No, because you're going to choose between 2 things. In this case, we're going to talk about this, study at home or at the library. Could you read a sentence, please? I'm going to share it also in the chat.
Okay. Do you prefer to study at home or in a library? Provide specific details to support your explanation.
So basically here is asking you to choose between 2 things, no? Do you prefer to study at home or in the library? So in these 15 seconds, really quick, you're going to choose between one of the 2, right? And then
Okay.
remember, you have to find reason 1 and reason 2, no, right?
Okay.
Okay, so because we already practiced this last class, you already know how to do it, right?
Yes.
You have 15 seconds, and you basically just write maybe home or library. No, you can take notes. However, just write some words. Do not write too much, but because remember, it's just 15 seconds. Now we have 15 seconds to do that. All right. So you will choose here between home or a library, and then you will give 2 digits. All right. So let's start. Let me run my timer. You can start now. All right, time's up. Now you will have to respond. All right.
Okay.
Any questions? Do you have the template opened?
Right now, yeah, yes.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Because I'm going to show you the timer, so you
Okay.
can see, you can organize your time. If you're taking a look to the template, no, the first idea should not be more than 8 seconds. Sorry. First and second reason, just 18 each. No.
Okay.
So that you have your 45 seconds. All right. Whenever you're ready, I'll run the timer.
I will try.
Okay, you can start now.
Okay. I think it's better to study in home. I feel this way for two reasons. The first reason is that in the I'm sorry, I can start because I choose library, not home.
Oh, okay. Now you can start all over. Give me.
Sorry.
It's fine. Don't worry. We're practicing. Okay, so let's start all over. Okay, from the beginning.
Okay.
Okay, go.
I think it's better to study in the library. I feel this way for two reasons. The first reason is that in the library there are more material like books. If you need something, you can look in the library in a improved way. The second reason is that in silence in the library it can improve the learning. Since in the house there are always are people, so that may be too difficult for one to study in home. That's why I think studying the library it's better to study in the home.
All right, very good job. Okay, so it was very clear. Your whole response had makes sense. No, it was good. You started with the second sentence, which is appropriate, no, for your response. It was very good. I don't really have anything to say. Obviously, this type of question was quite easy. No, let's take a look to the second one. Well, the third type of question. Okay, so the third one. I'm going to erase this part. No, it's going to be if you think it's a good or terrible idea. They can talk about anything. In this case, they're mentioning sports, if I'm not wrong, not exercising. But it could be about anything. And at some point, they're going to ask you, is this a good idea? Why not? No? But we start responding with this. No? If you think it's a good idea, you go, I think it's a great idea. If you think it's not a good idea, you go, well, I think it's a terrible idea. All right? So let me share the question through the chat. All right. You have 15 seconds to get ready. All right. Time's up. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Now you have 45 seconds to go.
Okay. I think it's a great idea to exercise in the week like 4 minutes to 6 days in the week. I feel this way for two reasons. First reason is that it's very important to the health. Since one can improve the health in
in the future. And the second reason is that doing an exercise will help the stress because every day the people have a lot of work, so doing exercise will help with the stress of every day.
All right, great. You finished on time, which is great. It was very good, no?
Yes,
However,
I think the first reason I don't I have a little bit nervous. I lost.
I understood what you wanted to say, no? But always try to separate, and you don't have to
Okay.
say the first reason. No, you can say first or first of all, and then mention what is it, no?
Okay.
What was the first reason? Sorry.
The first reason is that actually doing that exercise will help to improve the health in the body or something like that.
Okay. So you can go exercise first, or first of all, and you just mention it. Exercise, I don't know, will or help to maintain.
In long term, I want to say that doing exercise right now will help in the health, will improve the health in the long time. I think.
Okay, so you can say first or first of all, exercise help us to improve our health. And then if you want to mention this detail about quarantine or the pandemic, coronavirus, no, you can say, for instance, or exemplifying, or for example, and then you mention, you can go, no? Again, no. First, exercise help us to improve our health. For example, during this time, a lot of us stay or work at home, and it's important that during the pandemic we stay active because it's good for our health overall. No? If you want to mention an extra detail, mention it in the detail. No? In this
Okay.
case, it helps as an example. No? And second, same logic. No? Secondly, second of all. No? But make clear that you are explaining your first reason, a detail to explain a bit better. Sorry for the noise. And then secondly, any connector that you want to say. You mentioned really brief. No, what was your second reason? Sorry.
It was that it's good for this stress.
Okay, this is stress.
This stress is.
Stress. I think that's correct. This is stress. Okay. So you can just mention that. No. Secondly, exercise is good for to stress. To be more specific, and then you explain a bit more. Si no te acuerdas qué decir o te vuelas un poco y no, la siempre infaltable. I read an article in the New York Times or in the Washington Post that mentions, y te inventas. Si no se te ocurre, esta es una muy buena idea para zafar. Porque de alguna manera tú estás tratando de incluir todo esto con una experiencia personal de algo que tú has leído, pero obviamente sabemos que no es cierto. Ellos no están evaluando tu nivel de conocimiento, simplemente están evaluando tu capacidad, tu habilidad para hablar en inglés y comunicar. Así que aquí simplemente que haga sentido es suficiente. No, you can mention anything. No, I read this article pero tienes que mencionar, no un lugar con una información verídica, ¿no?
Okay.
That mentions that doing at least 20 minutes, no, well, to stay in the logic, no? Doing at least 45 minutes of exercise 3 times, or 3 times, 4 times per week help us to live longer. ¿No? Posiblemente es cierto, pero no importa. El sentido es que tenga lógica, ¿no? So, but then it's great. You did very good. I don't know if you have any questions.
No, when actually, it's that moment where I feel a little bit nervous, so I forget what I want to say.
Okay.
Mm.
That's why it's important that you remember to write, ¿no? Generalmente, mira, esto te lo voy a decir así rapidísimo. Para la primera estamos hoy segurísimos, no decimos todo y a veces hasta nos falta, nos emocionamos y hablamos mucho. Para el segundo a veces no siempre nos acordamos qué más decir. Ahí es cuando eso te puede ayudar. Y si te pones nerviosa, no, respira así un ratito y continúa. Jamás te quedes callada. Es lo peor que puedes hacer, ¿no? Trata de explicar, parafrasear, no tratas de ponerte tranquila otra vez, pero tienes que hablar, ¿no? Lo peor, porque
Okay.
te quedas sin esa nota, o sea, no califican el silencio, ¿no? Prácticamente te baja tu nota. Es mejor decir algo, aunque parafraseando un poco lo mismo, a no decir nada. Lo peor que se puede hacer es quedarse callado.
Okay.
Ok, eso. Fabiola, si no estoy mal, tú has reservado 2 llamadas o me estoy confundiendo.
Yes, because the last week I didn't.
couldn't make
Yes.
All right, great. Let me check really quick. Yes, awesome. Ok, entonces te voy a poner aquí rapidísimo 2 porque si no me olvido. All right, so let's practice task number 2. I'm going to explain this as quick as I can. Speaking task number 2. Let me show you. All right. So for the speaking task number 2, if you remember really quick, no, it's going to talk about this pretending change or something new that's going on in the campus, no, in this college campus. Task number 2 always talks about this change. So we call it change because it's something new that is going on in the campus. Okay, can you read this instruction really quick while I'll get ready your exercise.
Okay. Sure. You will now read a short passage in the listening to the conversation on the same topic. You will then be asked a question about it. After you read the question, you will have 30 minutes to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak. 30 seconds, sorry.
Yes, no worry. Okay, so you're going to get a passage and an audio. Now, in the passage or texto, whatever you want to call it, you're going to get the change. Now, this thing that's going on, the new one in the campus. So you have to find that and write it down. And you need to write these 2 details related to this. No tienen que ser 2 ideas distintas que complementen, digamos, not this change. But you have to have that because based on that you're going to respond, ¿no? You start mentioning, bueno, eso te acuerdas, ¿no es cierto? ¿O quieres que te lo recuerde? All right. So this part is about the passage, not the first idea, university, and 2 details, which is in the passage. And then the second part, it's talking about the conversation, no? First reason why the student is not agreeing with the change, and the second reason, no? So, in the conversation, you pay attention to that, no? What the student is agreeing or disagreeing with, and you write that down, okay? Any questions?
For now, no.
Excellent. So let me show you the exercise. And we're going to start with the reading part, well, or the passage, no, which is the same. Could you read the instruction, please? This.
Okay. The university will be making change to the one of its campus dining areas. You will have 45 seconds to read the university announcement about the change. Begin reading now.
So we already have an idea what is going on, no? So are you ready? Do you have somewhere to take notes? Yes?
Sorry, what means dining?
What means what, sorry?
Dining.
Dining.
Dining, sorry.
Okay. Is an area to eat.
Ah, okay.
Any other question before we start?
No.
Okay,
No.
great. Now you have 45 seconds to read. Okay, let's start now. All right, time's up. Do you have the information? Remember, always the change and 2 details related to the change. Ready?
Yes.
Great. Now we're going to listen to the conversation, okay? So let's listen. Okay, remember, take notes related to the why they're not agreeing or disagreeing with the change. All right, let's start.
Now, discussing the announcement.
Did you hear about the new food court on South Campus?
Yeah, man, it's too bad they're getting rid of the cafeteria.
What? Why? Won't it be good to have a few more options?
I don't know. I don't feel like this really gives us more choices. The cafeteria already had dishes from other countries. They had vegetarian options and customizable sandwiches, too. It's not like the quality of this new food court's ingredients is going to be much better than what we had. I'll bet it's all from the same source, even.
You think? I mean, yeah, if they don't even change their supplier, the offerings probably won't be all that different.
Exactly. Just pricier.
Wait, why is that?
Oh, the cafeteria was all you can eat. You'd get as much food as you wanted for a flat price. But at a food court, you've got to order individual meals. That ends up costing more.
You've always liked to load up a big plate, huh?
You've got that right. If I have to buy 4 meals every day, it's going to be hard on my wallet.
The man expresses his opinion about the change described in the article. Briefly summarize the change, then state his opinion about the change and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion.
All right. Now you will base your response on the template, and now you will have time to prepare. All right, ready? 30 seconds.
Yes.
Okay. All right, time's up. Now you will have a minute to respond. Okay, whenever you're ready. Around.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Okay. So I start.
Yes.
Sorry.
Fine. No worries. Okay, you
Okay.
start.
Okay. Sorry. The university wanted to change, make a change in the meaning of the meaning option in the campus. On top of that, they want to introduce new restaurants, cafes, and even a store to buy school things. Accordingly to the university, in these new restaurants will be an international food, vegetarian food, and a lot of sandwich. The student does not advocate with this statement. Firstly, because he thinks that they will not change the food that it was given in the cafeteria, because it's the same, the vegetarian food, international food, and sandwich. And the second reason is that will be more expensive, because in the cafeteria you can pay just one price and you can eat all that kind of food.
All right, great. Very good job. It was good. No, the information was great. You based all the information on the passage and the conversation. However, I feel like you gave more information here than down here. No,
Yes.
try to always take a look every now and then to the clock, because here even it was already 30 seconds. You keep talking. No, you were mentioning this part, so try to keep this a little bit shorter. All right.
Okay.
And then here you explained very good. No, you mentioned the transition, then the idea was very good. But here you mentioned really brief the idea, and then here you went because. No, one thing that I always tells you: do not say because and or but. Not those are very common connectors, which doesn't give you any extra points. So
What
always try
I
to say because
what I can say instance to Anne.
instead of and. Have you checked the connectors video?
Yes, yes, I saw it, but
And it's
what?
basically most of the connector words. No, besides is además.
Okay.
Furthermore is similar. Um, on top of that,
Okay.
no, there are many connectors that we can use. No necesariamente y, no es ese para agregar.
Mhm.
¿Mm?
Okay.
So let's take a look. Well, then it was very good, ¿no? Yo te recomendaría, si en algunas palabras me he dado cuenta que la pronunciación nos está fallando un poquito. Te puedo recomendar en la misma página de My English, Executive English, Anki. Si te vas al 3, en apoyo académico, tienes la aplicación Anki. ¿Ya la tienes? Todavía.
Yes.
Okay. This helps you a lot with pronunciation, because every time that you listen a word, now you have many content, no? It helps a lot. No, but you can repeat basically. No, si quieres pronunciación, quieres corregir un poquito más, puedes revisar los 44 sonidos del inglés, eso lo encuentras en YouTube. Las vocales cortas, vocales largas, ¿no? Y practicar un poquito. Igual hay vocales que juntas, ¿no? Compuestas, igual tienen nuevos sonidos, consonantes igual. ¿Qué más? Palabras estresadas, no estresadas. Es un poquito, creo, la pronunciación.
Okay.
Después, I think everything else is very good. You're doing very good. Pero trata de practicar algo cada día, ¿no? Porque luego nos olvidamos. Porque ahorita estás aprendiendo, te estás especializando en el TOEFL, ¿no? Pero igual a la par tiene que ir tu nivel, ¿no? Todo lo que tiene que ver tal vez con un poquito de vocabulario, tal vez no tanto gramática como tal, pero sí pronunciación.
So in Anki, I can practice the pronunciation better.
It has a lot of content.
Okay.
Yes, because you listen to the word and you can repeat, no? Or you can listen to the word and you can try to write it, and then you see the answer. No, because you have connectors, you have a lot of things.
Okay.
You have nouns, you have spelling, that helps you to, if you are having some trouble with how to write some words, connectors, transitions, synonyms. Well, maybe that not much, but most of the content that is up here, vocabulary especially, spelling, synonyms, that is going to help a lot.
Okay.
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 Okay, Fabiola, if you don't have more questions, that will be it for today. Thank you very much and see you in a little bit in class.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Hola, Miss. Good afternoon.
Hi, Vale. How are you doing?
Fine, thanks. And you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Let me check really quick. What number of call do you have today? Okay.
Okay.
This will be your second one, if I'm not wrong, no?
Yes, this is my second one because I didn't understand. I thought that there were like 2 days per week, and we could choose one day. But last week there were just one option, right?
Yes, it's because I have two different groups. So now I have you guys on Tuesdays and the other group is on Thursdays.
Okay, so we don't have the two options.
No, not anymore. Just one day.
Okay. No, it's my fault.
Okay, no problem.
And Miss, I have a question. How many times can we not assist, or how can I say faltar to the class?
Miss,
How many times can we miss the class?
the calls twice, just 2 times.
Okay.
And then if you miss the call, it won't be replaced. No, it's like 2 times you're available. Well, you are able, I mean, to reschedule the call. After that, if you miss, you lose it.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So basically, today we have to still practice task number 1. No. So.
Okay. I already did task number 1 with you in the first call. Yes. I don't know if it's right.
But we have to do it twice because we have 8 calls and we do it twice per task.
Okay, Miss.
So let's see. Which question do you remember we did? Did we agree or disagree? Do you prefer? Maybe we did with this one, no? Do you prefer to study at home or in the library?
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't remember.
Okay.
Maybe no. It was about the vaccines. I think we have example of vaccines of COVID. I think.
If I'm not wrong, I think that was during class. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. But we haven't practiced this one, no? Do you prefer to study at home or at the library?
No, we didn't.
Okay, awesome. So let's practice that. Okay, so no, this type of question basically is telling us to choose between 2 options, no? Which one do you prefer? You already know how this type of question is work, no? So basically, you have 15 seconds and then you have to choose between one of these options and then you have to write reason 1 and reason 2 why you are supporting or you are disagreeing. Well, you are supporting, sorry, one of these options, no? So you basically write one of the options, no? Either home or library and then reason 1, reason 2, no? Okay, any questions? You will have 15 seconds to prepare your response.
It is oral speaking, right? Yes. Or I have to write it?
Yes, you have to take some notes.
Okay.
But in this case, it's just 15 seconds, so it's not very long.
Okay.
So you basically just choose between one of these 2 options, and you have to think of 2 reasons. Reason 1 and reason 2 why you will prefer to study at home or if you prefer to study at the library.
Okay.
All right. So, any questions? No, right? Okay, you have 15 seconds to prepare your response.
Okay.
All right, time's up. So you have the template, no?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the timer so you can see how you do it. Remember, you just have 45 seconds to respond.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're ready, you let me know and I'll show you the timer.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Awesome. Okay, you can start.
I'm totally agree with the idea of studying at home. First, I think that I have more time for myself due to the fact that I can search responses for my own. And in addition, I can learning from myself. In the other hand, in the library, I could get distracted by other people and I couldn't do my own things in my own way. Second, I think study at home is better due to the fact that I have my things in my desk, so I can use those.
All right, sounds good. You use a lot of connectors, which is great, but it could also be a little bit confusing, no?
Okay.
I wasn't too sure if you were choosing different ways to explain your reasons, but this always has to be clear, no?
Okay.
Maybe it will be necessarily to use the transition, no?
I feel this.
Two reasons, no? And you're
Okay.
so the proctor can recognize your responses, no?
Okay.
But remember, always try to use some connector that is going to show order. No, first, second, on one hand, on the other hand. First of all, second of all. Firstly, secondly. No, that's
okay.
Important. But then it was great. I think your response was very good. But I will try to kind of like work on that. No, maybe mention the connector and. You don't need as many connectors or linking words to respond, ¿no? Trataría de enfocarme un poquito más en la respuesta como tal que en los conectores. Porque los conectores los tenemos acá, ¿no es cierto? But it was great. I really like your response. All right.
Okay.
Questions, maybe?
No, it's all clear.
All right, let's do another one. This one is going to talk about health. All right, so let me make it a bit bigger for you. It will be that one. Okay, I'm going to share it through the chat too. Could you read it, please?
According to many health, okay, I can't see it very well. Okay, according to many health experts, people should be rigorously exercising 45 minutes a day for 5 days a week. In your opinion, is this a good idea? Why or why not? Provide supporting details in your response.
Excellent. All right. So in this case, you will have to think, no, if this is a good or terrible idea, or great or terrible idea, and you will respond starting with the last one, no, because it's talking about between if it's good or bad idea, no. You will start responding with this idea. No, I think it's great, or maybe I think it's a terrible idea too. And that's all. Are you ready? 15 seconds.
Okay, for my 15 seconds or for my 45?
50.
Okay. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, get ready. 15 seconds to get ready. All right. Ready?
Okay.
You have the template open, no?
Miss, I have a question. I can say I feel this way due to the fact that, or I have to say I feel this way for 2 reasons.
I think it sounds better 2 reasons because you're introducing
Okay.
reasons, no, because that's the question. Because he here is asking you why or why not, no? In your opinion,
Yes.
it's a good idea. Why or why not, and then provide supporting details. So it's you're basically saying like, no, these are the 2 reasons why I'm supporting that if this is a good or bad idea.
Okay.
All right. Any more questions?
No,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Let me share my screen. Now you will have 45 seconds to respond. Whenever you're ready, I'll run the time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. Yes.
Okay, whenever you're ready. When you start talking,
Okay, so I start. Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I think it's a great idea doing exercise 4 or 5 times per week during 45 minutes. Firstly, because I feel this way for 2 reasons. Firstly, because the cells regeneration is necessary for all bodies and all humans. And secondly, because we have to have a healthy life in order to live more and live in a healthier way. And so if we, no, I lost it. I wanted to talk about health diseases, but I didn't know how to include in my second reason.
Here, no, you have to have very clear what is your reason. No, that's why you take notes. No.
Yes.
What did you write for your second reason?
I wrote health, or talking about health and health diseases.
Okay. Secondly, you can just say like that. No. Secondly, health diseases or health illnesses. No.
Okay,
You're
illnesses.
just mentioning. You don't need to explain anything here. No. Es como decir primero las consecuencias de. Segundo, el estado, no sé, físico de las personas. O sea, it makes sense. You don't need to explain much here. You're introducing, and then if you forget what to say, this is a great way to mention and make something up. Do you know the meaning of make something up?
No, like getting ready for that.
No, make something up es como inventarse. Make something up.
Okay.
So basically here you can, if you don't know or you forget what to say, you can go, I read an article in the New York Times, or I read an article in the Washington Post that said, that mentions, that explains that, and depending of your reason, you can make something up. You know what I mean? You can say something that makes sense. So basically, I read this article in the New York Times that mentions that when you exercise at least 4 times per week, it lowers the dangers of getting, I don't know, coronavirus.
Okay.
I'm making something else sense with my reason. No, that's why this has to be very clear. Por eso en esos 15 segundos tienes que estar súper concentrada y decir, bueno, esto, y lo voy a decir así tal cual, 2, 3 palabras y listo. Pero tienen que tener sentido, tienen que ser distintas la una de la otra. And then here I have to think about something else to add to that. No, aquí todavía no explicas, lo estás haciendo muy bien. Sin embargo, si te olvidas, esa es una manera increíble de poder zafar, sin quedarte callada y sin decir o ponerte nerviosa o reírte o quedarte callada, ¿cierto?
Okay.
So that will be it. I don't know if you have any questions.
Okay, can I try it one more time? Or it's time?
You have time, but you can try. You can send me an audio and I will
Okay.
check that. On what you can send me an audio on WhatsApp
Okay, Miss.
right now, actually, and when we finish the class, I will review it. Okay, but make sure that it's just 45 seconds.
Okay. So the link for the next class is the same or is another one?
No, it's already on the WhatsApp group. It's a different.
Ah, okay. Thank you, Miss.
You're welcome. See you in a moment.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.